Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.
Greetings, welcome, and salutations to the 77th episode of Screaming Into the Void, where we talk about whatever the hell we feel like. My name is Samuel the Infamous, and with me are my co-hosts, Ryan.
That's right, I am Ryan, the dirty bucket shitter. Happy holiday season to everybody. I have changed my background and my avatar because due to the season, but don't worry, I am still the same person that love, and hate. And quite frankly, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So
Yeah, it is. We also have with us, speaking of, green-haired anti-liberal.
Hi, happy to be here. Merry Christmas. Time of year. It's not really Christmas yet.
Are you dead? Because your skin looks very pale. I don't know what she's doing.
Dude. Is that better?
I'm
also basically translucent because I'm a super white girl. So thanks for that.
I don't disagree.
I glow in the light. That's what I tell people.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Like, I don't realize you're
going. Speaking of white girls,
I'm just kidding. Give her shit.
Speaking of white girls, Devil made me do it.
Yes, I am a white girl. No, happy to be here. Don't got nothing to really pimp.
Happy to be here.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. It's the best ever.
Welcome to the show, guys. So we have a few things to cover today, but before we get into that, we also may have a surprise appearance later today, so that Devil can, rip him a new one for being left out. Shadow of Hawk may be joining us in a little while.
Oh, I thought maybe that Anna was going to join us because she fucking bailed on watching the finale of the 60th episode, 60th anniversary.
Anna's kind of been going through some stuff IRL, so she was.
Oh shit! Really?
For a while. Yeah.
Well, fuck! So, I didn't know that.
She she took a break from the internet yesterday for about 20 hours.
Oh, was it over that thing?
Yeah.
You fucking.
As far as I know, I mean, losers. She hasn't told me a whole lot beyond that, but yeah, she was just like, you know what, screw it, and so yeah, she just wasn't having it with the internet yesterday.
All right, now I feel like a dick.
You should. But no, she's doing okay. She got back to me.
The reasons that he should feel like a dick.
Oh, Gal chokes on a dick. So I mean, hey Gal,
yeah, that's such an insult for me. Oh my god, I'm a straight girl.
It's a little gay, dude.
What?
It's not when it's her.
Make it make sense.
It's funny if you understand the context. All right, I'm done. I swear to God, I'm done.
Watch Euro Trip.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yay, I'm a girl.
Hi, Kenzo.
Kenzo says, "You smell like a dick bucket shitter." I don't know if I'm a dick bucket shitter. I'm just a bucket shitter, the dirty bucket.
So does that mean like the bucket's shaped like a dick? Oh God! And then you pull up Lou.
Oh, she just came into the chat. She's like, "Oh, yeah, you have the worst timing about that, Lou. You're not always talking about dirty things."
I'm sorry.
Lou is literally like that dog that sees a shiny thing, and when it comes to this show, right?
That it's
no, not that.
What's wrong with you?
Shit, not what
Now I
woman?
don't feel bad. I can't believe you just said that.
Are we really doing this right now? Did you miss me that much? She's like, God, no.
Yeah. So I have not caught up entirely with last night's episode of Beelzebub. I actually fell asleep before you guys went live, so I missed it live. But I did start listening to it today, and I did catch what you were saying about Shadowhawk and about feeling a little left out and and all that. And so yeah, I contacted him earlier. I was like, hey man, you want to be on the show today?
Wait, hold on. So, like, Shadow was feeling left out, or Devil?
No, I was giving him shit because he wrote the Pickle Wars down the
Oh
the back
yeah, if
taco
you didn't bring
thing.
him on the show, dude, that's a dick move. It's a dick move.
So
Look, the kid wrote it. I mean, he's got talent that I have no idea. He opens his mouth and like literally sometimes stupidity comes out, and we think the kid's great, right? We're working on it. Why do we hear Joker's like thing? Does somebody have like a recording of that? It's in the background.
No.
No. So I'm just giving Devil shit. No, the kid did. Devil, you explain. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna shut up.
I was giving him shit because we kind of did this thing where it's the back tacos versus the power couch, and the pickle army or whatever got brought into it, and so it became this whole thing on the internet, a whole bunch of tweets back and forth, memeing each other, making kind of internet history, and so it all started on my channel. I kind of instigated it, propagated it, really manipulated it, and it became this huge thing, and it was real funny. So Shadow decides he's gonna put this down into a story, make a actual story about it, and I wasn't featured in it. So I faked. I'm not really mad. Anyone who actually believed it, I told everyone it was just funny. I was gonna do it as a joke, like a meme. I last night I decided to go scorched earth and like threaten the kid. So I said
no,
something
he is
like
not in chat.
I said something like, if you correct your mistake quick enough, there won't be no repercussions. But if you don't, I'm gonna find whatever you love in this world, whether that be your stuffed animal or your whoopee, and I'm gonna burn it on your front yard. Something like that.
No, that's verbatim what you said. I listened to it like an hour ago.
Jesus, Devil, what the fuck?
Did you really just say
I
Jesus devil?
Yeah, what the hell's that about, dude? Got to bring him up.
Yeah.
No, I contacted Shadowhawk today. And I
I'm
was
so
all, dude,
tired of
I'm
you
just
already.
joking because he sent a thing saying, dude, I'm so sorry if you were upset. I was all, dude, I was just joking. I meant to DM you and tell you it was gonna be a joke. Don't worry about it. It's
Oh,
all
you made
fun."
the kid feel bad?
Yeah, I think.
Well, now you have to feature him on at least the next 3 streams.
But it was
We're
all
gonna-
just me trying to make a joke out of this, and so, but yeah,
No, it's fine. It's funny, and I figured I know they went over it on Ballbusters, but I did tell the kid when he posted it, we were gonna read through it here today as well. For those of you in the chat who are unaware, there was a bit of a Twitter scuffle a while back between rival factions over some pickles and some nonsense, and it turned into the most hilarious and somehow kind of accurate geopolitical satire of the day.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. It just kind of turned into this thing.
And then the kid, right? So he's actually sent me stuff like that he's wanted me to read, like, hey, I'd like to write a book. This is kind of where I'm going with this. What do you think? I gave him critiques about he's got talent. He's got talent that I don't. Building a world with words. You know what, woman? Shut the fuck up. You know what? It's rightful that you're underneath me. That's where you belong. That it's one of those things that so I've lost my train of thought. That he wrote this. I think that I think he should turn it into kind of like maybe like a YouTube kind of maybe saga.
I think he drew out a map too, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah,
I do think
no,
he's got
no.
one somewhere.
Yeah, he's got a lot of big ideas. I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it because I only heard about this just last night when
Well,
everybody started talking about like going, and Dermy and then of course Gal and like everybody's just like, oh, yeah, Red is so good. And I was just like, wait, what's going on? Like
He,
what did I miss?
he legitimately brought like stuff from Engaged in too. Like Dermy has
Mhm.
enslaved Adam's clones and are
yeah,
molesting them.
it's so
So you
fucking
haven't
good.
read it
My
yet. That's
favorite. I haven't
I haven't
finished it
read
yet
it.
myself, but the my favorite line so far said, "The atoms were as endless as their suffering."
it was great. It's so
Oh my
good.
It's
God.
it's fucking brilliant, man. And so I think we should go over it here today as well, just to kind of get his work out there. And honestly, if we could figure out a way to like turn this into some kind of like animated saga,
Kenzo.
Kenzo. Uh,
Yeah, I
Wait, he's
I
not
think
big enough.
Kenzo and Shadu should work together. I think that'd be fucking incredible.
And Paul do
Um,
the
Let's not give Kenzo any more ideas because he still needs
no,
to do our
no,
ending.
look, this
No,
would
I'm just
be
yeah.
kidding.
internet gold. This would probably be almost internet diamond level.
Hey,
If
the
the
way
two
I
of them,
look at it, man, the way I look at it is that we're always talking about Iron Age shit, right? We're always talking about coming up with our own stuff and doing, our own thing and all that stuff. And this is kind of something that came out of a lot of people contributing to something that turned into a narrative that Shadow then wrote down in narrative form.
and it just real
It
quick, Devil, even if you like had uh, damn it, what's his name? Oh no. Who does the voiceover for the Engage intro?
The one that you were gonna do, but then it was
Yeah, no, it turned out
Denzel
better.
Washington.
yeah,
Yeah,
Denzel
Denzel
Washington. That's right.
Washington. If you did like an AI Denzel Washington reading what Shadu writes and then Kenzo animates it, that would be something that would be fucking incredible. Like it would be just nuts.
I wonder if we'd get hit if he could actually go after you for that because his voice. I mean, it's one thing to do a
No,
meme with
it's
it or
no, it's
whatever,
a
but a whole
it's
book.
it, no, it's AI. You can't your voice is not something that you can actually because it's something that can be reproduced, right? Like studios do it all the time. So it's
But we would have to look at Grant Gregory because the program I use is just a short one where I'd have to write it all out, and
mhm.
if Mr. Grant Gregory could probably do it real easy. But also, we shouldn't put that on Kenzo because God, that would be enormous amount of work. Like you're
It
talking
would
about,
be,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
look at what
I just threw his
happens
name
with
out
like
because he's the only animator I know by name.
like an
look
hour
at
and a
what
half
happens with
of
the Fresh Prez,
animation.
right? That takes them probably weeks, if not a month and a half to put out a new episode of the Fresh Prez.
I think
Um,
that we should probably at least have him in the story before we ask him to
Yeah,
animate it.
he was pointing out too. He's all, I'm not in the story, and yeah, he was there with us when we created it. It's like, so we're yeah. I feel bad
Yeah,
for
I do.
Kenzo
I
too.
do think.
I'm just saying. I know 3 creatives, Devil, Kenzo, and Shadu. Y'all collaborate if y'all want to do something. Any one of us can kind of like get you guys in contact. That would be fucking incredible. I would promote that to the moon and back. I would play a 10-second clip just to get you guys like views. That's so great.
And Devil, I'm always willing to provide ideas. I'm just not the
You're always willing. Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
the
But
terms are
yeah, it's a bit of brilliance, I think. Now let's see. Is this it does not appear to be coming up on this end.
It
Oh,
isn't.
okay. So,
It's on mine.
yeah, I got this. I don't know what's going on with fucking StreamYards on my end. Some weird stuff. All right, so this is the thing, and like I said, I've only read about halfway through this so far, but I figured we would share it out and all that stuff. And credit where it's due, this was written by Shadow of Hawk. So anybody out there who wants to like
Do, real quick,
steal it or whatever, don't.
do you want me to read it from Twitter? Since you're having issues.
No, I got it up now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually on his Ko-Fi, which is a site that I'm not familiar with.
Also, I think Shadu needs to get a Substack. That would be something awesome. I will talk to him about because Substack is a great place for him to get supported. It's kind of It's kind of like Patreon / like kind of like a writer platform / Spotify. It's all kind of rolled into one.
I'll go to hell, Kenzo.
Why? Because Devil's gonna be like on.
He
So-
doesn't like to read.
No, he
Um,
doesn't like
yeah.
to read.
I'm dyslexic, so
I-
reading for me,
I have no problem
stumble
doing
and
it.
stuff.
Gal should read it because Marines love to read.
I do love to
In
read.
between
thank you very
eating
much.
crayons.
No. Marines actually read by using their fingers. It's an amazing thing to see. What's up, buddy? How you doing? What is up, Mr. JT?
So I don't have any issue with reading this out, but and like I said,
I would
it's a
say
bit lengthy.
Just
but,
I would
think
just read the first part right there that's on screen, and then let's not go any farther because I want to give Shadow credit.
we are going to give Shadow credit, and I have talked to him about this. He's cool with us reading this out on the stream,
Yeah, I don't know if I
and
read
he
the whole thing.
hopefully will be here later to defend his position against Devil.
Definitely
So.
fucking bigot.
I will burn his whoopee.
fine. So, all right. So, the Chronicles of Picklestan, a Twitter story. He's got a little forward here. As a warning, this is something much less serious than my other stuff. This is based on a meme war from Twitter amongst people in the community I stream with that I turned into a dark fantasy story because why the hell not? Hope you enjoy. And he starts with some, I turned the kid on to Robert E. Howard a couple months ago, and he's really been diving into Conan the Barbarian type stuff. Forget dreams and wonder, for both are dead. The darkness that chokes the world has killed dreams and wonder. This is a world of spite and war and hate. And I think there's a little Game of Thrones in this too. There are no heroes, only those villains who are less vile than others. These are the Picklestan Chronicles. And
Oh my
God,
god, dude, you're killing me with this. Like you gotta be more dramatic. I agree with Kenzo. You gotta be dramatic.
You can shut the fuck up. I'm enjoying his voice reading it. Thank you very much.
All right.
Carry on, Sam.
The Pickles of Picklestan have always been a peaceful people, growing
Much
their
better.
young as cucumbers and then brining them in the salty waters of the Barrier Sea into pickles. They grow a variety of foods and trade them with foreigners of all ilks, as well as maintain the land-based trade routes that pass between the eastern and western continent. As major powers began to rise and fall, the Pickles found themselves under attack. Seaborne raiders from the anti-libertarian Marines, swamp-living witches and heathens coming up from the south, and savage blonde-haired men with fur pelts and cowhide shields coming up from the lowlands to their southeast. They sought protection and found it in the form of the Back Taco Kingdom, a tributary state to the Zeglerian dominant. Jesus Christ, kid.
No, he's very articulate. He really is.
No. I'm good with how he's writing it. I can't believe he
references.
worked Rachel Zegler into this.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't read the whole thing. I've only gotten like probably about
So good.
10 seconds past this.
The Pickles, having no real theology before this, began to praise the king of the Back Taco Kingdom, Dermy Wormy, as their defender and savior. I mean, I almost choked saying that out loud. They would offer up choice members of their civilization as a gift to the Back Taco and erected great pyramids to honor their memory and praise their protector. Eventually,
said
the Back
erected
Taco
there.
Kingdom, through hook or crook, pacified the tribes of Shock to its south, the lands of Adam to its north, and in some dark and unknowable pact, aligned the game land of Anna to its banner.
Not anymore.
Right?
Oh no, he did not bring Anna into this.
There will be more
Oh,
coming.
he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
There was a whole thing. And
Jesus.
then there was some stuff involving Mint, and it got weird. This growing threat brought fears to the city-state of Hadouken, a growing industrial power in the region that made use of steel and steam to exert its will on otherwise tribal savages within its bound. Its leader, Paul of the House Hadouken, little shout out to Dune there, sought out allies. He found them in the green-haired leader of the anti-liberal Marines, Tiff, and the many times cursed dirty T-Rex fucker, Ryan. Many times cursed.
It gets
Really?
even better, Ryan. Just wait.
Wait, I get lumped in with fucking gal.
It gets better.
You know I'm not
That's
taking orders
the
from
problem you have? All right.
you know I'm not taking fucking orders from you, woman.
Oh,
I got fucking dinosaurs, bitch.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
you do
haven't
actually.
read it. I have.
They're in the story.
I know. Oh no, I'm
So
sure
the
they
buckets
are.
get there.
Are there really buckets?
No,
Obviously,
not yet.
the lore,
There
the lore
will.
has evolved a little bit since he started writing this. So, and I do believe that he intends to add on at some point. But through Ryan, he secured an alliance with the swamps, as for some unknown reason, the infamous deity of the swamps, Samuel, was the hetero life partner of the T-Rex fucker.
God damn it. I'd read
Battle
this
was
book.
had.
I
Yeah.
want this book.
Battle was had in the kingdom of the potatoes, when the great king of those peoples, Fractured Filter, was driven from his capital by the armies of Picklehontas, or as she was known to her enemies, the dreaded Mele K. On the fields of Tuber, Fractured Filter joined the Power Couch Nation, a union of disparate factions against the dreaded foe of the Back Taco Kingdom, and the following day the armies of Dermy marched into view. Steam-belching tanks with steel hides were surrounded by potatoes that were furious at being driven from their homes. The flanks were guarded by T-Rex riding savages whose leader, Rex Ryan, led from the front and interspersed behind the line were the druids, cultists, and witches of Samuel, guarding by
That's fucking
guarded by
right.
the throngs of savage heathens covered in vines and snakeskins and wielding long knives or bare fists for battle. We are into fisting. These dark-hearted savages were commanded by the demon Kohai Masochist and the dread knight Larry, two of the most loyal retainers of the infamous who had yet to take the field. Yeah, you worked them into. They had nothing to do with that whole thing.
I know.
This is fucking stellar. And hold on real quick. Squatch, I'm not saying you could read it better. You probably read it better than both of us put together. But do you want to send him the link just for the fun, or like he doesn't have to read it? I can
Yeah,
send.
we can do that.
Yeah, I can send. Well, send Squatch the link if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
no,
Keep
he's gonna
reading,
say
dude.
no now.
All right, yeah, because we can't stop now. We got to keep going.
Yeah, go.
On the opposing side were the armies of the Back Taco Kingdom. The flanks were held by the kangaroo riding Drazina of Gameland, their queen Anna standing upon a war chariot drawn by Herculean-sized snow leopards.
Whoa,
Your choice.
Anna's on the wrong side. Well, there's probably going to be there's going to be a fucking twist there.
There was a brief alliance in the beginning. There was a brief alliance, and then Dermy pissed Anna off, and now they're not on the same side anymore.
Yeah,
But-
that's right, bitch.
The beginning, and this is the beginning.
Yeah.
Beside the flanks, forming the bullhorns their people were known for, were the tribes of Shock. Men with skin only slightly less white than those of the Gameland, with hair blonde like gold, and armor and shields of thick animal hides from the beasts they hunt and butchered in the lowlands of Shock. They preferred barbed spears for bringing down the great beasts of the lowlands, were forged with Gameland steel, a sign of the loyalty between the two nations. And for a reason unknown to the king of the Back Tacos, the warriors of Shock would stink of the mint leaf. Which
Squatch, I just emailed you the link. If you want to come in here and laugh. So this is incredible. The fucking kid's killing it.
Yeah, he did. And the mint thing, like I don't think it comes up again, but it was this like whole weird deal between Anna and somebody else and Shaka Zulu, I think. And they deliberately excluded Dermy. It's really fucking funny. The core of the army were the oppressed peoples that had been broken under the Back Taco. That's an image. Tribesmen who only knew how to work iron and bronze. Adams, a race of identical-looking men that reproduced by sporing, who refused to bow to Dermy, were thrown either to the Back Taco or to the war effort. The Adams were as endless as their suffering.
Oh no!
I don't think he's seen this yet.
Lou's dying in the chat.
And most numerous were the Pickles, a people who had no knowledge of warfare and yet made grand fodder for their numbers. Those that were war slaves were ones that had spoken against the Back Taco, and they were to be used as arrow fodder by Picklehontas in the name of the Back Taco. The corps around the Back Taco King Dermy were dressed in lamellar armor of a variety of colors, with great two-handed curved blades or arquebuses of a far northern make at the ready. For those of you who don't know what an arquebus is, it's kind of early firearm.
I just want to say welcome to Welcome to Caucasian and Sasquatch.
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
What's happening, baby?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to
here
this
you-
incredible reading.
Some kind of readerizing
Are you
over
there?
here going. You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
No, not you, not
Okay.
you guys. I'm not hearing anything from Squatch. I'm not sure if he's wholly connected.
We can hear him.
No,
Yeah,
I can hear him. I think you might be having still some internet issues.
Okay,
dude.
I got it. Yeah, this game, it keeps putting this fucking play button right up in the middle of my StreamYard screen, and then like if I don't hit it, like nothing happens. Hi, Squatch. Good to see you.
Greetings and salutations. How are you today?
Not bad.
I hear you
not
got
bad.
some
I'm having a
readerizing
good-
you want done.
Welcome to the fact that now that you're a part of this reading, you will probably be in chapter 2 or 3 of this novel. That's right. And this
I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Right now, I'm backstage on my own show over here, bud. Like I'm waiting for folks to show up over there. But I heard this absolutely heinous narrative. The narrative is great. The reading not so great because you
Ooh,
have to
wow,
deliver
don't-
herb and spice with it, right?
I think,
So where are we
I
at?
think Samuel stepped it up after I said something.
I think y'all are haters.
I'm not a
Yeah, yeah.
hater. I just said, wow.
But you got a choice. Do you want the Alex
are-
Jones reading?
right in here.
Do you
I
want
would-
the Alex Jones reading? Like
No, I what is up? Iron Oxide says, "Hail! Welcome
bud.
to this."
Yeah, Iron Oxide.
Welcome.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
we're
just
right in where it says Kabuto helms and demon masks.
okay.
The next line.
Kabuto helms and demon masks hid their faces as banners strapped. Stop moving shit so quick. That was weird. Try that again. Banners strapped to their backs, bearing the clan's crest, billowed in the winds. And at the center of it all, raised upon a foul and gross temple throne, was the back taco king himself, Dermy Wormy. His foulness unrivaled and obesity unequaled. The wails of 1,000 victims cried out in his back taco as he stared evilly upon the war that was to be had in his name. Send me the link to this stuff. I've got to go back to my show. I've got people over there.
okay. Okay.
No worries,
okay.
no
Thank
worries.
you for the
I will,
exit.
Y'all
I
can
didn't know
have
you
it
had a
all.
fucking show going on, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at this type of stuff. Totally a professional. Watch this. Deuces.
All
Samuel, if you want to break, I can continue reading real quick, and then
Oh,
I'll
no,
tell you.
I appreciate it, man, but I'm enjoying the shit out of this.
Okay, no, yeah, go, dude, go nuts. Fucking
The field
Squatch.
held, yeah, right.
Send me
The
the
field
link.
held its breath, a light dew coating the ground as the two hosts stared each other down. The T-Rexes were the first to break the silence, the stink of roos in their nostrils. Yeah, okay. Kangaroos, right. They roared, and with their call, the rangers of the Requiem roared with the beasts, rushing forward like the great predators they fought alongside and upon. The Ruish Drazina feigned a withdrawal towards the horns of the shock, but the Rex of the Requiem knew this was a trap, for he had seen the warriors of the shock lay low great beasts in his traveling days. He clicked his heels into the flank of his mount, Rexy, and she roared to her fellow Rexes, who obeyed and backed away from the trap.
Hold on,
Tried
I got
to-
sound effect. There you go.
My God, Ryan.
What?
That-
That's how she
that's-
sounds.
This is what she sounds like.
This
when
is
she-
why we
so-
make fun of you.
That's also why
Cool,
how Ryan
look,
does when he's
I'm-
climaxes.
Look, I'm helping with the fucking reading. Woman, what do you
You're
want?
not helping yourself. That is all.
I don't fucking care. This is incredible. I want this book. I'll give the kid $100 to keep writing this into a fucking 10-chapter book.
Yeah. All right. So where were we at? The tribesmen
Yeah,
of
you
shock,
ruined it.
seeing this withdrawal as a sign of weakness in the beasts, broke ranks and surged forward, bellowing and screaming. Their warlord, Shaka Zulu, could not rein them in, instead bidding for his close friend Anna to join him in the charge. Half of Dermy's army was surging towards the lines of the Power Couch, which I think is the first time Power Couch is mentioned in this. The
It is.
tanks of the Hadouken were the first to spill blood that day. A staccato of machine gun fire sounded out against the screams of the shock and tore into the maddened hordes by the dozens. Cannons meant to break through stone walls, fired as mortars to the... Fuck, I choked on that line. Fired as mortars at the Druzinas. Druzinas. Jesus Christ, kid.
It's a bit
that is
of
a
a tongue
mouthful.
twister. Yeah.
Sending the bodies of Man, Rue, and Joey into the air as a bloody... Who takes their kids into battle?
Right?
We've seen Game of Thrones, right? Oh no, none of my Game of Thrones panelists are on here. So House of the Dragon, yeah. Sometimes that.
You shush! I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Into the air as a bloody
Hold on, real quick, Gal. Do you want to be a guest when we start doing House of the Dragon season 1?
Sure.
Yay!
And I am watching it right now, you bitch.
I know, I'm fucking with you. I just want to say real quick.
Carry on, Sam.
I just want to say real quick, Bush's oh snap, he dragged Anna into this. No, Jeremy dragged Anna into everything because he's a car wrecking in motion.
In classic.
Now, after this whole thing got started, there were something like 200 notifications on everybody who got tagged in on that because it just kept going and stuff. And Anna woke up to that and she was pissed.
Well, she seemed to be very receptive, unless I missed this.
Yeah. Once she got past like the why the fuck is my notification thing screwed, but
well, now I'm gonna fucking tag her in everything that goes fucking viral that I do.
You are such a pest.
I know that's
then the magics of the swamp. We're getting to me, bitch. Shut up. Then the magics of the swamps came into range. Benedictions to Samuel or prayers to the spirits of the earth and sky were sung and screamed. Whoa. Eldritch lightnings fell from the outer dark as the very ground rose against the charging clans. Kohai was about to unleash her dread power when the head of a druid near her exploded and thunder sounded from the east. Gameland sharpshooters, guided by Pickles who had spent many seasons in the Potato Kingdom as farmers and traders, had set themselves up in the perfect place to target the Mage Corps. The magic was ceased as the denizens of the swamp fled behind and beside the tanks for cover. The Rexers upon the right flank, bitten by bullets that hurt like gnats to the great beasts but were lethal for their riders and rangers, charged at the sharpshooters and were pulled out of position. The Rexes on the left flank, led by Rex Ryan, charged forward into the suppressed horde of the shock, confident that the beast hunters could be broken by his army of beasts. But among the grasses, Pickle Hannes' partisans of premier pickle pathfinders. Is he trying to invent new tongue twisters?
No,
in that section.
No, he's not trying to do that. So most novels are not meant to be read out loud, right? The kid's fucking killing it. Like I want more of this. Like I kind of feel like I'm back in like 5th grade, like, you know, and Samuel's the teacher, and I don't want to talk about that because it's gonna sound really fucking gay. The fact that it's like going, yes, teacher, read more. I want more. And then of course, you know, when the teacher shuts the book, like going, okay, that's the end of chapter 2, and you're like, oh.
Right. Yeah. So Ryan's this pudgy little kid sitting on his mat right before nappy time, holding onto his plushy Rex. Just
so Devil's no longer a part of the cast. You know, he just kidding. I'm just saying it's really good, guys. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
So let's continue. No, I'm going to try that line one more time. But amongst the grasses, Pickle Hannes' partisans of premier pickle pathfinders were waiting with rope and wire. They charged, unseen until it was too late, at the legs and feet of the Rexes and the men that ran alongside them, tripping them, tumbling them, felling them. And then the shock entered javelin range. Barbed spears flew, screaming in the air, and the scent of a copper joined that of mint as the metal tips bit deep into the flesh of man and grounded avian. Rex Ryan upon Rexy was not deterred, nor perturbed by the ambush and the failed charge. His long sword swung violently from the back of Rexy, him hanging only by the bungee rope as he swung from her back at the foe, hacking warriors of shock as she fed upon the blood and brine of the foe.
And by the way, I think he gives Ryan way too much power in this.
Dude, I'm riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex. She's a female and she's 50 feet long. What do you want?
Way too OP.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
This is only kind of like this is kind of a summary too. If he broke this down into chapters.
Oh, right.
You know, Rexy might die
through his summary.
Rexy might die, or I might die, and quite frankly, Gal, you're not in it, so nobody cares. I'm just kidding. You
Oh,
are.
I'm in
But
it, bitch.
yeah, I know you're in it, bitch, and I'm a fuck you,
You
Samuel.
need me, bitch.
Yes.
Really? I don't.
Carry on, Sam.
Continuing now. Continuing. On the right flank, without the Rexes to provide support, the snakeskin-wearing heathens of Samuel were overran by Drew riding Druzina, whose beasts kicked them back into their allies, only to be speared by the lances of the Druzina upon their back. And the shocks joined as vigorously. Javelins threw. Fuck. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get a drink of water here. I'm choking on my fucking tongue.
That's what she said.
Or a dick.
Well, I mean, dicks provide moisture, so.
I mean,
God damn it, Anna's here. Fucking Christ.
Hi, Anna.
hi.
I'll read it. Anna says, just got woken up again by a really loud and annoying sound coming from across the pond. It sounded like Ryan screaming.
He was screaming earlier.
No,
He
fuck.
did
Yes,
do
you
a
were.
he did
You
do a
were-
Rex impression.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He did
Okay,
wake you up, Anna. It's all his fault.
You
Terrible
know-
person. You're terrible.
You know what sucks is that Anna fucking lurks in chats, and I hate her for it. Fuck her. Fuck her for that.
Hey,
I'm just
Keely,
kidding. No, appreciate Anna. And I hope that she wasn't woken up too much by. Dude, this is an incredible reading by,
By Ryan climaxing.
what? That's not what it.
Sure.
Don't tell me you're gonna have this whole image of yourself in barbarian garb, like on a bungee line off the back of a T-Rex, like slashing.
Oh,
through
no,
pickles.
no.
Don't tell me you're not gonna rub one out to that later.
No, I'm not gonna rub one out, but I
Sure,
would love to make it. I'd love to see it be
Into
a,
reality. Yeah.
a picture.
You're going to
and,
be
like,
fantasizing
somebody.
about it.
No, I'm not
You're a
gonna
dude.
fantasize
You're a
about
dude.
woman. Just because I'm a dude doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking fantasize about it. And
It's
I
a
don't know if you
power
said-
fantasy.
Riding a Tyrannosaurus, you're not wrong.
So why can't you admit it? We all know you're gonna.
You would ride a Tyrannosaurus, and
Yes,
and
yes, I
fucking-
would.
So
He
are
thinks
you gonna?
about the
Ain't no shame in
skills.
my
He
game,
touches
baby.
himself. Oh.
All right, let's.
So Ryan's not gonna stream with ladies anymore. And Gal's the first on the list, and Anna's on probation.
She came out.
I'm just kidding
All right.
because I have to see Anna tomorrow. She's gonna give me a whole lot of
Let's
shit.
see me
about
tomorrow
this.
too.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no! Not two of you,
That's actually, Gal's our guest tomorrow.
Samuel. You some.
I told you this a week ago.
You were there.
This was before I was hated.
You're such a baby.
Let's continue with the story. We're a little less than halfway through it. On the right flank, okay, so we skip past that part.
Oh, no.
Javelins flew through the air into the
No,
effectively
no.
unarmored heathens.
Bring it on, women.
Oh, no.
Bring it on.
Story, Brian. Pay attention.
God.
But these were not sane men who would fall into a gibbering wreck from such a lethal attack. They were madmen of the swamps, those who had seen the face of Samuel in their dreams. Yeah, I bet that wasn't pretty. They were mad, and pain held no form over them. They countercharged into the shock tribes without any fear of death, for their minds were broken. Shaka Zulu joined proper with his elites, surprised at the countercharge against the forces of his and his friends' mighty army. Anna committed herself to her chariots and leopards, trampling heathens as her cats played affectionately with them. It doesn't say affectionately; it just felt right.
No, that's a good ad. Oh, hold on now. Hold on. God, we don't have a fucking clip for the kid, do we?
No, I don't have clips for anybody. But
I got one. It's probably not nice, but quite frankly, we're gonna play it because it's
that goes. That's
No.
that's like the old lore.
yeah,
old
that's
stuff.
that's old lore. I wanted to go old lore. Shadow kid, I have not read I only read probably an eighth of this. This is fucking incredible. I'm not joking. I need this novel. I will get a Substack, fucking go, put a book out on Amazon. I don't care if you fucking type it up. Like, you can do that on Amazon. This is excellent. Make this a fucking 12 chapter book and you got gold.
I mean, book, I don't know about that, but I am planning on expanding it and like getting into the deeper conflict of Pickle Stan, Pickle Crane, and like the other different actors on the stage. Yeah.
And also,
How's
I'd
everyone
like to
doing
say,
tonight?
shut up, Anna.
You shut up, Brian. Don't talk to my girl like that.
All of a sudden
Yeah, stutter. I'll kick your ass.
girls.
Don't make me come
Well,
over
Shadow, to answer your question, we're all doing great. We're in the middle of some squabbles here, and we've been reading through your story. This has been pretty fantastic. Although, since I have both of you here, Devil, is there anything you wanted to say to Shadow?
I'm gonna kill your whoopee. No,
I'm actually Team Shadoo now, so Devil, I will fucking have my Tyrannosaurus eat your face.
You stay out of it.
No, I'm not staying out
See,
of woman.
They're
I
men.
saw that rambling on I was watching the VOD for Beelzebub, and I saw that. Don't worry, Devil. You weren't forgotten. You
What's
just
up, Jack?
you don't reveal the manipulations in the first chapter. You know, you gotta save some other stuff for the future, you know?
Especially
okay,
when
if
it
you
comes to the devil.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
No.
Like, you can't have a story set in Numenor and outright go Sauron's gonna sink it. You gotta do the build up, you gotta do the corruption, then reveal what's going on. Spoilers for the Silmarillion, by the way.
Okay, real quick, hold on. So Shadow, you've kind of typed up chapter 1.
Yes.
Is there any way you can take the rest of this story and turn it into maybe a 6 chapter, 7 chapter mini series, right? Um, dude, this is excellent. Like, look, go nuts, man, right? Add a little bit of lore here, a little bit of lore there, because you watch all of our streams. You're on a lot of our streams. This is something that this is great. You have a talent that the majority of us do not, right? You can write a book in such a way that, like, Samuel's getting tongue twisted, but if you read it in your head, right, it's something that works incredibly well. You have had massive positive feedback. I say go nuts. Um, even take a little creative liberty and stuff like that about the fact that, like, maybe my Tyrannosaurus, bites Gal's fucking head off.
You're gonna regret saying that.
Are you
I have
seriously trying to
pretty-
influence the narrative?
No, I'm not
actually-
trying to influence the narrative. That the last part was a joke. I'm saying I want Shadow to actually go nuts with this. I want him to write an actual real mini book. 6, 7 chapters. Doesn't have to be a full series. 450 pages or something like that. Maybe 100 pages, and just have fun with it. This is fucking incredible. And
Yeah,
Shadows sent me some stuff that he's written before, right? And what you wrote before was really good. This is incredible because it's based on real life interactions between your friends, and I think that's something that just watch the streams, watch how we interact with each other, and go get creative with it and go nuts, because this is like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. It's all these things combined, and it's awesome. I only had a chance to read, like, the first couple paragraphs, and having Samuel read the rest, I'm just floored. So sorry, I kind of hijacked that, but I love it. It's great.
worries,
Real
man.
quick, I just want to ask, when is it revealed that Ryan and his Tyrannosaurus riding warriors are all raging homosexuals and have massive orgies?
I'm pretty sure he just revealed
Look,
that
go
right now.
nuts! Go nuts! Look,
So funny you should mention that, Devil. Historically speaking, a lot of like the most elite military organizations, like the Band of Thieves or most of the Samurai Cast for a period of time, actively engage in homosexual relationships to tighten their bonds of loyalty to each other.
That's true. That's true.
So
That's how they justified it. They really
See,
just wanted to butt fuck each
no,
other.
That's
my
no.
dad
the
has a
part,
theory
right?
on that. My
That's
dad
the-
actually has a theory on that, Sam. He thinks that at the beginning it was like a couple of dudes trying to like get their stuff in, but then eventually it like the original guys had like the Agogi, like some of the really, really messed up stuff that happened in the sparse shit Lagogi. Not Lagogi, Agogi. He's like really, really messed up. And he believes that when it was founded, a chunk of that was because of like the personal perversions of the people who founded the Agogi, but then eventually it just became a part of Spartan society. And then they
And
justified it with it brings them together.
and one of the reasons that I want to highlight the fact that Shadow's so good at this, right? Because
You're
I'm a
gay.
mess. Yes, because I'm super gay. Even though never mind, we're just not going to do this right now because we're promoting the kid. I'm a massive history fan. He is a history savant. And if he says something about history that is wrong, it's because he just misremembered, right? So the fact that he writes this well in a historical context but makes it fantasy is fucking awesome. And so it's something that Kenzo said, yeah, I'm not animating dino hentai. That's fine.
That's
We
good because I'm not watching Dino Hentai. So.
we can after Shadu writes the rest of this and we're all gonna read it and we're all gonna be like going, holy god, we need to turn this into a fucking comic or an animated series or something like that. I'm being dead serious. This is something that is better than I have watched on television since I can fucking remember. I'm Godzilla doesn't fucking count right now because Godzilla's killing it. But
You're an anomaly.
it's something from America. This is something coming from the mind of a 20 year old, almost 21-year-old, and he's just killing it. He's killing it. Like he's making these Disney writers look like like fucking hacks, and he's doing it because it's funny, and it's over a meme that has been going on for the last month and a half. Imagine what he could do with a real story. I'm just saying. That's all that
I
I'm
don't
all
see
for
why
it.
this couldn't become a real story. I think
Oh,
it's
it is.
already there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want more. I want this to become a meme version of Game of Thrones that all of a
Yeah.
sudden goes from being funny to us because we're a part of it to it's real. It's a real
Yeah.
fantasy world, and Anna's land or and stuff like that, and Ryan the Rex riding, it just even if I fucking die
Manfucker?
in the no not what not man even if I die in the most horrific way, I'm like, put your hands together for that shit. Cheer. There he is. You know what I'm saying?
Because you cheated on Rexy. Never cheat on
cheat.
Rexy.
Never cheat on.
I
Rexy.
mean, he is Samuel's hetero life partner,
Oh yeah,
and he
that's
is
true.
and he is Rexy's life partner. So, yeah.
There it is.
You walked in on
We
them.
should definitely talk about a motion comic or animation.
Actually, yeah, this is one of the things I was gonna bring up. But yeah, kid, we need to talk backstage some point about seeing if we can't do something with this and contribute to the Iron Age.
Agreed. Very much agreed.
Get your fucking name out there,
Dude.
I mean, like,
this
I was just gonna say, like, the biggest way you
Sorry.
could do that is, so this was posted in my coffee. I think it's pronounced coffee page. So if like you want to like get this out there, just share it around, tell people about it. Word of mouth is the best way to get that stuff around.
Oh
Sure,
no,
sure.
I'm gonna do that. But
We're already doing that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, I think we all want to talk about the fact that this is something that is literally spot on. Lou says so.
Yes, Luke Castley.
Yes, Shadow is the author. He wrote this from just interactions on Twitter and streams and goofing around with all of us and stuff like that. This is something that Shadow has literally created from from his whole entire mind. He wrote this out. He's 20 years old. He has more creativity in his small finger than I have in my whole entire body. And I make jokes about being a dirty bucket shitter and dirty Rex fucker. No, this is incredible.
Reminds me, Devil, we ought to take that background of Ryan's and like replace his logo, but keep the Santa hat with the bucket.
I mean, I can do that if you guys want. I just it's the holiday season, so I kind of threw it together at the last minute. I'll fix it. Trust me.
Yeah. So I was just fucking with you, man. It's whatever. I have to put that up all the time. It's fine. All right. So Shadow, do you mind if we continue?
Yeah, go right ahead, man.
Awesome sauce. And yeah, we are already sharing this out, letting people see it. Shadow himself posted the link to it on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, follow Umbral Raptor. It's in his feed, and it's been retweeted by a bunch of us already. And yeah, and if you're real curious about that, I'm sure one of us could probably dig up the initial thread that started this shit. But there's a lot to say it. There's a lot.
Yeah, it was, and apparently I missed some stuff. Like Kenzo let me know that like I completely missed out like his contributions, which I still feel really bad about. Like it is a dive looking into this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that's
and this
why
was
you're really
something that
good at
happened over 24 hours with something like 20 participants just throwing random shit in, and it turned into a thing. So here we go. Where were we at? Shaka Zulu joined proper with his elites, surprised at the countercharge against the forces of his and his friends' mighty army. Anna herself committed her chariots and leopards, trampling heathens as her cats played with them, their claws and twisted minds being the only things to elicit screams from the maddened cultists. With the enemy too close, the tanks could not fire their main cannons, and they lost precious seconds as they quietened their guns whilst debating on whether or not to fire into the backs of their allies to kill the attackers. The knight Larry took the initiative, charging into the battle, flanked by screaming reserves of zealous dark paladins and angry potatoes bolstering the forces of the heathens, who had effectively stabilized the line against the shock warriors and driven off the Druzina completely as Anna commanded her forces to pull away, their advantage and momentum lost, and to reorganize for a second charge. Within the command bunker, President General Paul of the Great and Glorious House of Duke, goddamn, Paul, good on you, I guess. It's a long name tag. Watch the battlefield shift and move on his battle map. His aides and spotters moving pieces to represent up-to-date information. Comms using simplistic line of sight radios were singing as the radio operators coordinated with the crews of the tanks. Many were running low on ammunition and would need to cycle out to resupply, but doing so would have exposed many of the magic users. Reports of how the T-Rexes and their supporting warriors on the left flank were nearly gone, and how while the Druzina were withdrawing and the shock were near enough spent, the enslaved masses of the back Taco Kingdom were driven forward with whips and yaris and nodachis by demon-masked taskmasters. Despite the woe for the power couch, there was enough room for Rex Ryan to rally his T-Rex riders and his rangers into something of a formation. Withdrawing at this juncture would expose their flanks and rear. They were not disciplined enough to back away controlled, so he committed to facing down the slave army. Death or butt fucking, right?
With Jeremy, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, with Dermy it is, yeah.
It was funny because when Dermy was reading this, at first he's all like, I sound so cool. And then when he started actually listening to what he was saying, he's all, oh man, I didn't realize he's a Dermy's server.
I mean, it is Dermy to a T, is it not? It really is.
I'm the villain?
Dermy's like, I don't understand. Why is my back Taco Kingdom so hated? And it's like, really, dude? Really?
Yeah. Arquebuses shrieked from the lines of the back Taco as Rexy ran forward, her skull strong enough to shatter the tallest and oldest of redwoods to splinters, soaking up lead that intended to dig into her flesh and lay her low. Ryan was protected by her skull, and when they arrived at the enemy line, he swung along her side and began swinging his blade against the slave soldiers that surrounded him. What do you got against slaves, Ryan?
Nothing against slaves. I'm so enjoying this. I'm so enjoying the writing and the reading. This is awesome. Like it's look, I don't actually push away for the fact that, like, if I have like that stupid grin on my face, I'm enjoying something. And this has been massively enjoyable. Look, I know I'm like, because Rexy and I, whatever. But even on top of that, like just the writing in general, I found myself like smiling and kind of like laughing and just like going, oh yeah, that's definitely this person. This is excellent.
I can see you getting to this point right here, and you start pumping your fist in the air. You're like, yeah, fuck them slaves.
No, I didn't even make it this far. I didn't make it past probably the first couple paragraphs because I hadn't had a chance to read it because I had to. I was on a recording earlier for Doctor Who and stuff like that. So it's this is the first thing that everybody's going nuts, right? And Shadow's like, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, stuff like that. The kid's being super humble, and everybody's just like laying down the law of like, this is fucking top notch. Seriously. So this is beyond. This is the farthest I've seen.
Yeah.
So
I'm having a blast reading it, I gotta say.
Yeah, this is great.
Out loud.
Incredible.
Rexy dined upon flesh, bronze, and iron, breaking upon her hide and brine, and blood staining her teeth and clawed feet. The Rangers of the Requiem joined the fray, and the Rexes too. Even with the whipping and prodding by their masters, the slaves could not find the courage to charge forward into the jaws of such a foe. First 1, then 2, then 10, then 30, then 100, then 200, and soon the entire force broke. They threw down their demon-masked masters and trampled them to death, charging away. But this act saved the life of the Back Taco King, for the T-Rexes were hungry and enraged, and the screaming, crying men in pickles were more appealing to run down than to fight the demon-faced men with thundersticks and gleaming claws. That left Rex Ryan, his Rexy, who was the only one to rein in her bloodlust enough to stand with her rider, and a band of warriors out of position and outnumbered, being surrounded by practitioners of Back Takashido.
I love this part so much.
Hold on. It has you at the edge of your seat, right? It has you enveloped by the story, and then all of a sudden, there's an incredible moment of a inside joke. This is the best thing that dude, I would read this thing 100 times over than rather watch fucking anything Disney ever produces again. I'm not joking. Samuel, proceed, please. Please,
Dermy, if you're listening to this, Back Takashido needs to be a thing now.
Oh, it's gonna be a thing. We'll make it a thing. Back Takashido.
The reformed shock warriors and Melee K's Picklehontas' partisans of premier pickle pathfinders. I'm convinced the kid was trying to fuck me up right there.
No,
that was actually a mistake. I forgot to I accidentally wrote. So I was writing that, and then I had to step away, and then I came back, and I'm like, where was I? Oh yeah, Picklehontas' premier pickle prince pathfinders. I forgot I'd written Melee K. So thanks. I will quickly update that. I missed that.
No. I would actually.
I was talking about the alliteration, but yeah, that too.
Yeah. Okay, but thanks for catching that mistake for me. I need to go fix that.
Yeah, no. I say leave it. It's great. Wookie Be Bad says, "Hail, what's up, Wookie Be Bad? Welcome to the fact that Shadu has everybody on the edge of their seat in this whole entire chat. That's not a joke. We're not making fun of Shadu. He's an incredible writer. This is fucking awesome. Samuel, go."
Upon the extreme right flank, the Gameland sharpshooters executed a withdrawal that led to the Rexes and the Riders and the Rangers to a gully where a group of shock charged out with javelins and boar spears, and Rue Riders, led by Anna, charged into the exposed, unsupported flanks of the Requiem's forces. Half of the Requiem's contingent died out of sight of the Power Couch Nation, who were horrified to see a host of fresh shocks charging over the hills with the songs of gunfire ringing out as officers and mages died. Hadouken ordered his tanks around the command bunker in order to his reserves to take defensive positions. Machine guns, weapons of incredible value, were placed alongside bowmen and slingers, crossbowmen, and slingers within a line of trenches as the tanks withdrew, abandoning the front line. The heathens, uncaring and mad, fought on despite the impossible odds. I feel like you've been watching me play video games, kid, because that's kind of how I do it.
Well, kind of. But also, I wanted to like kind of feed into like the Lovecraft vibe for like your faction, just because of, like, I mean, you are your entire thing is Lovecraft, and it just
Absolutely.
it made sense.
I mention that because I tend to play video games that way. I'll just throw myself headlong into danger and hope for the best.
Hold on. I love the fact that Sam was like reading. Hold on, kid. I feel like you've been watching me play video games. Like, yes, Samuel. This is a narrative about literally all of us. This is I want more. If this was a fucking audiobook, I would listen to it, and this was probably one of my favorite books. This is fucking incredible. Shut up, woman. I hate you.
I mean, we could go back and probably edit all the commentary out of it and just stitch together like from this live stream.
No. Also, at the same time,
he'll be okay.
Also, at the same time, I do hate the fact that Anna's on, a part of the Back Taco Kingdom.
I know I
know it's a
It is
temporary
the beginning.
alliance.
This is just the beginning.
Woman, shut up!
You shut up! We've been talking the entire stream.
There you go. Shadow's laughing. Shout out to Shibu. He is.
You remember when Anna used to defend Dermy no matter what that?
No, I do.
Right?
I do.
Yeah, that's where this stems from, and then she doesn't anymore. They're no longer aligned.
I know.
And he still hasn't been able to taste of the mint. All right. Where were we? Cultists and witches. Okay, yeah. The cultists and the witches threw caution to the wind and cried out for darker desires. Invisible forces tore through the warriors with the shock. Men melted into mush, only to form into unspeakable writhing horrors with many limbs and eyes that popped out like grenades only moments before being born, showering men with viscera and bone shrapnel. That's graphic. Unlike the heathens, they feared death. Soon the denizens of the swamps withdrew to the line of Hadouken, the ones not maddened by seeing their god's face. Those who had died horrifically and brutally, but they watered the ground red. The potatoes fought to the last alongside the madmen, only withdrew to drag their king away, who fought despite the grievous wound he had suffered to continue fighting. The armies of the Power Couch had been segmented and torn apart, and as they readied for their final deaths, separated and alone, Dermy stood tall, his impossible bulk thundering against the base of his throne, and he spoke. He offered mercy. So long as the leaders of this foolish opposition submitted to the Back Taco, a million voices cried out to not take the offer, to fight and resist and not believe his lies. He silenced them in an act too horrific to describe. But it was this act, this attempt at silencing the truth, that bid the Rex of Requiem to cry out, "Fuck you, Dermy, you fat fuck!" And he and Rexy and his riders and his rangers resisted the foe, fighting as though hell itself were at their backs. They fought the shock and the warriors of Back Takoshido and the partisans of Picklehontas. Then the skies boiled and blackened and the air lost its sweetness.
This is so good.
A horrific, indescribable horror descended from above. A body of endless tendrils gathered around a hooded face, a face hidden in blackness. Upon the hood was a beanie with a middle finger sewn on, the symbol of the infamous. And he spoke, his voice not corporeal, but appearing in the mind of every living thing upon the field of battle. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Samuel the Infamous, and welcome to the Screaming in the Void. To the enemies of the Power Couch horde, horrific and impossible shrieks sounded out from the void, not in their minds, a real sound, the one that shook the world and could be heard as far away as Picklestan, but it left the Power Couch unharmed, and they responded violently. The Requiem broke free and withdrew. The heathens of Samuel rose from their wounds and fought on with their God in sight. And the Hadouken tank corps, rearmed, rejoined the fight and battered and broke the shock in the Gameland Druzina. Dermy looked upon his shattered army and fled before the sight of the defeat. But he knew if he returned home, he could raise a new army, a greater army. He would break the power couch beneath his back taco. Then he saw it, a forest of masts upon the seas. The green-haired anti-liberal had led her fleet of marines and sailors against the capital of the Potato Kingdom. His reserves had been surprised and destroyed. The anti-liberals had established carronades upon the walls of the fortress city and garrisoned it with fresh fighters. The Back Taco King knew he had been bested, so he called for a truce because he's a bitch.
He really is.
Yeah, he is.
He was to return east and never cross over into the west. He was to relinquish authority of his vassals and allow any people who sought freedom. The Adams and many other tribes cried tears of joy at this. I love how the Adams are only mentioned twice, and it's all about suffering. Picklestand was to be split to allow a buffer state, as the Pickles themselves were still loyal to Dermy. The western half became Pickle Crane, an unofficial member of the Power Couch Nation and a protectorate of the Potato Kingdom. The city of Weeb was given over to the anti-liberal Marines, severing the trade of weapons and armor from the Weebish River to the peoples of the Back Taco. It was a horrific and humiliating defeat for the Back Taco, but it was not the end. For whilst Dermy was battered, he was not broken, and a million voices still cried out from within the Back Taco as he plotted his return. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be the end of what we have so far.
Holy shit!
Awesome fucking shit, dude.
Dude, that's fucking incredible. I might have missed this point because I was dealing with animals. What happened to the game lands? What in the end?
They ended up all withdrawing.
Oh, okay. So they withdrew, but they were not conquered. No. Oh, wow. See, this is one of those things. Yes, Zillage, thank you. God, that's incredible. Boosh, you're such a bitch, and he does mean gay. Also, at the same time, Boosh is a bitch, so that's funny. But yay. God, that was incredible.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Fuck? I would read that novel. Like
I kind of got
like
into
it's-
it there towards the end, you know.
I
It's
think
so
I got
good.
a stalker in Ryan now.
Shut the fuck up,
Right.
devil.
Is
I
this
mean,
going to be like a
you've been
play
gushing.
Misty for me situation?
Oh no! It's like I'm devil made me do it, and I wasn't involved. Like going, and
You're
quite
so
frankly,
sensitive. It must be true, yeah.
wait! You talking about me?
Who else would I be talking about?
Bush, hold on.
I'm
Bush
taking
is
back my
taking
life.
Bush, I support this. I do. Yes, Zillage says 100 times better. Sorry,
Where's the
Sam.
lie?
Your show. 100 times better than anything DC and Marvel writes. That was wild. I loved it. Look, I know I was kind of like an OP character. It's fine.
I saved your ass in the end. So get over it.
We'll see.
I led the Great Pickle Rebellion of 2023. That's what that
Did-
was. I
Did you?
crossed the
No, it
borders.
wasn't
Did
actually.
you?
That's
you-
not the Great Pickle Rebellion.
What?
This is like a prequel. This is the prologue.
No, this is the prologue.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more.
Pickle Hatton hasn't been built yet.
Oh my God,
It's mentioned.
Shadow, don't fuck with
Yeah.
me. I swear to God, don't fuck with
Yeah,
me.
This
he's
is- this
I
is-
want more.
look. There, you know, there's more because when he's talking about Pickle Hatton, he's talking about he's talking about an act that may or may not have been committed
Oh,
by
yeah,
yours
the
truly
Halloween.
that really kicked this whole thing off on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is incredible. Oh yeah, Gal leaves.
Fuck you. I'll be
She's
right back. Like I said,
she's
you
like,
little bitch.
she's like,
Pay
she's like,
attention.
I saved
Yeah,
you,
Just keep talking.
and your
You little
giant
asshole.
20
Yeah.
foot at the fucking thigh, 50-foot long Tyrannosaurus. I'm not saying that I'm gonna fucking survive the pickle war. Like I'm just not. But quite frankly, the fact that Gal is so offended is hilarious. Also, Anna was kind of offended. What do I do to the ladies on the stream? Like, what the fuck is this?
You're getting as
Do I
bad
need-
as Dermy.
No, Dermy's gay. I'm straight. So they're I'm not they're
You
not
know
my
that-
beards.
Sexual orientation doesn't have anything to do with with being a dick, right?
No, but it does when Dermy uses the ladies as a beard. Y'all know
Well,
what a beard
dude,
is, right?
he would use a merkin as a beard. Come on.
Anna explained it apparently.
And it says you keep telling women to shut up, Ryan. No, I don't.
It's just because he's a bitchy woman himself.
I'm. Are we sure of that, Ryan? I don't know. Like, fucking Christ. I'm gonna say this. Star Trek Engaged tomorrow. I'm gonna get fucking smoked by Anna and Gal, and the majority of it, I have it coming. I do. Great. It's an incredible show, kid. Incredible book. Like I would buy that tenfold.
Yes, it will, Anna.
It's pretty incredible when it has to do with literal pickles and potato people that it was so like, you know, kind of like you're into it, like really getting into it.
And you know what's funny too is that it doesn't necessarily mean that they look like pickles and potatoes, but you know, maybe the land where they come from, they're the pickle kingdom because they farm a lot of cucumbers, they make a lot of pickles and stuff like that.
They're like VeggieTales. They are like
Yes.
VeggieTales. They're just popping around.
Oh, are they like VeggieTales?
Yeah, they're like VeggieTales. Like potatoes, like they have like a telekinesis that just lets them pick things up around them, kind of like in the same way that a person does with hands. Like literally, VeggieTales
Game of
physics.
dogs.
It's just Game of
Sam,
Dogs.
I love that you changed your avatar the moment they said the VeggieTales. Like it just switched over.
And y'all motherfuckers support this guy? Really? Y'all fucking support him? He's a punk.
Who, Sam?
Yes, he's a punk.
Yeah, he's always talking about me when he says that shit.
Yeah, because you're my hetero life partner, and quite frankly, I'd like to kick you in the dick so hard it would make a drop kick look tame.
We don't need to know.
So you're
about
saying
your
you want to
private
touch my
life.
dick?
The lore around Ryan is so freaking weird. He's the
Convoluted.
heterosexual life mate of Samuel. He's having
so
gay
is.
soldier sex with his
No,
men.
no,
He's
no,
married
no,
to
no.
Rexy.
Hold on. Wait. There's no gay soldier sex.
Yes, there is.
I haven't
It
decided
was-
that yet.
Earlier.
It was
So
talking about.
Yeah, you don't have
Wait.
a choice in the matter.
Well, it's true. It's true. What I interpreted the fact is that the Rex riders were engaging in bestiality with them.
So I will admit,
And
I
you're-
don't have every aspect of this world. I'm not like George R. R. Martin, where I had the world, then I started writing. I had pieces of the world, like the Requiem, for instance, is like a place where history is gathered and like stories are told, which is why it's called the Tyranny of Requiem or something like that. I'll need to check my notes. So I don't know like every single detail about the world, but I have like so my plan is I'm gonna have like the next couple of chapters be kind of like an explanation as to the different like groups post the first Pickle Stand War and like kind of going into like a more specifics, like what is the city of Weeb? What is it like in the Game Land? What is it like in Samael's swamps? Why do people
That sounds
exist
great.
in Dermy's kingdom? Yeah,
I love that I got
And it's
to
not-
love it.
Weeb, by the way.
yeah, and I'm gonna try to not make it like a lore thing, but like more of like a like a mini narrative, like when Rex Ryan returns home with only like a third of his force having survived, like explaining like what it's gonna be in there. And then including like all the lore with that and like the stories and the history and stuff like
You
that.
mean with Gal over the top of Rexy because quite frankly she's been defeated.
I don't
so.
need to be part of your fantasies. Please.
Oh,
don't.
I'm
Leave me
sorry.
out of it.
You were slightly on the right side. It was Anna who was on the wrong side.
I'm not being in any way jokative here. I have a really good idea for a story. Unfortunately, as I said, I am dyslexic and I can't write worth the shit. I swear to God, I wish I had your talent, dude. I wish I had your talent in writing.
Discuss
I would.
offline.
Yeah, discuss it
would.
We
offline,
can ghostwrite for you.
dude.
Yeah, man,
Devil,
like, just-
you look. Shadow's one of is literally the best writer I've ever met in my own personal life, right? And Devil, you and Kenzo make some of the best memes I've ever fucking seen. It's incredible. I look, this is not a shot at anybody who is in the circle and stuff like that. I'm a
I'm
talking
insulted.
head. I'm sure you are, woman, because all you do is like that's a joke. Look, long story short, I'm a
Instant
talking head.
regret.
I'm a talking head. I make jokes about stuff. Shadow, you write incredible. Devil, you make some of the best memes. We showcase them on Engage all the time. Like this is something that I want to see come together. The two of you talk, go nuts.
Yeah, I could see
And
something happen. Here's the thing about having to borrow a word from Gary over at Nerdrotic, having the fellowship that we do is that we are all connected with people who have talents that we don't have, but we have talents too. And if we work together, we can create something freaking special.
yes, 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 absolutely. And Bush says, create this in Minecraft, build a whole world. I mean, I see where he's going. I mean, I don't know any shit about Minecraft and stuff like that, but it's one of those things that Minecraft was built on the premise of you can build your own world and you can do something that's incredible. And I think the human experience for creativity is vast, and there are people who are so good, like Samuel. Like you're never going to be an incredible writer. I'm never going to be an incredible writer, right? You know, we're talking heads. We banter off each other. We make jokes. Like it's what we do. And quite frankly, Gal has a vagina, so she's just fucking lost. And I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No fucking shit. You're kidding. God.
Shadow is just crazy with the writing, and Devil has the memes. It just he has a dry sense of humor. I want more. This is something that Shadow took from all of us interacting, right?
Like shit talking each other into a
Shit
fucking
talking, the
story.
dry humor, the fucking lore, the fact that Anna calls me a dirty bucket shitter, or she wants Dermy to fucking fall off a cliff because he said he doesn't need her anymore and stuff like that. And Samuel for president, Eldritch God and tentacles and horrendousness. Shadow, go nuts. Just go nuts. Yes, Wookie B Bat says, "Shut up and write, Shadow." That is the new meme. There it is. It's graduated. Shut up and write, Shadow. It's graduated.
Seriously though, good job, kid.
Yeah, this is
thanks.
awesome.
Like I said, I think earlier in the stream or maybe in the chat, like this was just something that I kind of like wrote. I was honestly like worried a lot of people were gonna hate it just because it's kind of like just like how silly and out of cuff it is, but also just like the level of seriousness I included. Like I was expecting at best for people to like give it a chuckle, give it a laugh, give it a bit of enjoy, but just the amount of like positive feedback I've been getting on here, on Twitter, some of the stuff that like Devil and like some of the others were saying on his on Beelzebub last night. I saw the VOD. I don't stay up late enough for that. Like it's just this entire thing has just been like so freaking amazing for me because frankly, like I've always thought I was a shit writer. I've always thought because I look at my stuff and I just compare it to like someone like Tolkien or Martin, and it's just not as good as them in my opinion. But like hearing everyone just be like, "This is good. We want more." Like just it's legitimately amazing. Like thank you all. Like I'm so glad my camera's not on because you would just like the entire time just red face, blushing ear to ear. Yeah, like basically.
Well, kid, you earned it, right? So like, look, Tolkien and Martin stuff like that. Tolkien's dead, and Martin is in his fucking 80s. Like you have done something that is so good that people are praising it in 2023, and you're 20 years old. You're gonna be 21 soon. Like you have a raw talent for writing that, quite frankly, if I ever want to fucking write a book, you and I will sit down and talk about it, and I'll just fucking have you type it up, and I'll give you fucking 50% of the profits because that's fucking incredible. I have stories in my head that I wish I could write that good. And you made this from a meme. It's a meme.
He is not going to write out your gay porn. Jeez.
Also,
God damn
would
it,
be
devil.
Rate that well, not good. Just saying.
Devil, why do you hate me so much? No, Anna, I'm not green anymore. I figured out the lighting problem.
You already
Yeah,
brought
she's
that
fucking
up
with you.
earlier, by the way.
I know. Sometimes I want to punch her in the fucking box.
So you want to touch his dick in her box? I guess you don't discriminate.
No, I don't
Like
discriminate. I'm all inclusive.
Just
Let's
like
go, bitch.
Dermy.
No, not like Dermy. That's very different.
Is it though?
Yes, it's very different. I am not a part of the Back Taco Nation. Are you kidding
You
me?
almost said you were on a power couch. Are you like
Okay, I
infiltrating?
almost said power couch nation. It's
Yeah,
not
you
that.
almost said that.
No.
Are you betraying us?
Jesus Christ. Well, I hate you so much, fucking woman. You actually have me tongue tied on the
Yeah, I know you're all flustered.
I'm
Best.
Something about gushing over something that he was really he really enjoyed has does something to Ryan. He's unable
Yes.
to get
Because
mean
I
after that.
get giddy about something that was really enjoyable and that I very much liked, and all my friends are in it, and one of my friends wrote it. Like, it was so much fun. And quite frankly, the fact that, if Gal and her Marines, ended up murked on the side of the fucking road by the Back Talking Nation.
Did you not listen? She saved your ass.
I know she did. Shh.
Ungrateful little bitch. See if I save your ass again. You and your stupid little Rexy.
Okay, well, my Tyrannosaurus, again, she's like weighs 9 tons. So you probably saved my riders more than me, but I appreciate
I saved
you.
your ass.
Did you? Did you really?
I really did.
Technically, Sam saved the day.
Shadoo coming in clutch. I love it, Shadoo.
Sorry, Gal.
It was good though. It was good.
Yeah.
Fun.
You know what? We'll have words.
All right, you have my DM, or are you talking to Shadoo? Don't bully the writer. Don't bully the fucking writer.
Don't fucking tell me what to do, Ryan.
Okay. So this was good, man. This is a good thing, and I'm glad we had an opportunity to share it. And I certainly enjoyed reading it out loud, even as flustered as my tongue got on occasion with some of the tongue twisters that you inserted in there, and also occasionally shockingly hilarious little quips like
the
back
taco
Shido.
Back taco Shido.
Awesome.
Dude, that's the thing.
That one killed me for a minute. I was just like, I can't read that. I gotta laugh.
Back Takashido is gonna be a new thing. I'm running with it.
Well, the great thing is, if you did make it into like an audiobook, you could literally get everyone to read their section. We could section off, send them the script, and they could read their part.
That's true. The possibilities are endless, kid. We should definitely have a conversation about this offline and think about something to that effect.
Yeah,
and if nothing else, I mean,
it's one of those things too that this doesn't have to be something that's like right now, right? George R.R. Martin it's been 4,971 days since Winds of Winter.
You guys know he's gonna die before he finishes that shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
he needs to die, and it's gonna be released posthumously, and you're gonna realize that he had it done like 5 years ago. He just forgot to send it to his publisher.
Well, he didn't want to because of the backlash for season 8.
Yeah.
He's a Twinkie away from going, so
I'm not laughing hard
Devil.
if he ended that book the same way season 8 did.
I guess Devil would know. One more Twinkie, and it's like, all right, George, sorry, dude.
Good job. Don't have a thought of your own. It's fine.
Okay, well, you know what? So Gal can fuck the fuck off. Oh no, she's flipping me off like she always does to everybody ever. It's almost like she has no original.
You're such a whiny little bitch.
I know, but He's still. I'm just nope. Not gonna make that joke.
If you guys don't stop, Sam's turning this car around.
I mean, I might, but if I do it, it'll just be to hit the tree we passed. So
push the kid out first because he has a great idea. The rest of us can go up.
So I do have some other topics that we can talk about as well. We kind of went long on the story there because it's a chunk. It is, but I think it was worthwhile, and I think everybody enjoyed themselves except Boosh. Boosh apparently doesn't, but that's okay because
I look. I'm here for the panel, but I feel like after this whole entire discussion, like what else are we going to talk about? Because
I had some more serious topics, but yeah,
I want to talk about this topic more.
I know, Brian. You've been talking about this topic
The
for
entire
like an hour
time.
straight. You have a lot to say about it. That's all I'm saying, and there's
Well,
nothing
I'm
wrong
just
with
saying
that.
it's so good.
If you go missing, Shadu, we'll check Ryan's house. We'll get you back.
Did Ryan
What?
mute himself?
Yeah, no, I
Yes,
did
he
mute
did
myself
mute
because I was
himself.
told I was talking too much.
Because you're gushing a little much. That's why Devil said what he said. We're a
Well,
little worried
hold on.
for
Look,
Shadu.
hold on. Are we not fucking deprived for good, fun entertainment? Are we not?
Godzilla was pretty good.
Okay, well, it wasn't this fucking
And
good,
you just
right?
It was really good. We all admit it was really good, but you don't need to
Yeah.
send Shadow nudes because of it, dude.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's gonna look like
Just trying to
like
be
a
fucking
13-year-old
positive
girl
because
obsessed with her new boyfriend. And they haven't even
said-
started dating yet.
Ryan is gonna go Kathy Bates in Misery. No, I'm not. I just enjoyed the book. All right, you fucking oh
Yeah,
God.
that's what she said.
Yes, Anna. No. Hold on. Yes, Anna. Doctor Who traumatized me that much that you weren't there today because you fucking bailed. You want to talk about that?
Oh, so you're replacing your obsession of her. Now you're moving it
No.
to Shadu.
Wait,
Okay,
why am I
gotcha.
obsessed with Anna?
Reasons are up to you. That's what that just sounded like to me, though.
Wait, no. So
You're upset about Doctor Who because she wasn't there. I get it. It's cool.
no, I was upset
It's
about
less
Doctor
gay
Who
that
because
way.
it sucked and it was horrendous
That's
and
not what
quite
you
frankly,
said.
I hate you so much. I fucking hate you all. And I can understand why fucking Ryan Kennel hates women. I get it now. Ryan
Except when
Kennel
he's
for
drunk.
life.
Except when he drinks. Then he's all about him.
That's why I buy him
If you
drinks.
get Ryan Kennel drunk,
Then
he
he's
gets
nice to me.
really, really nice.
See, and I'm the opposite. Like if you get me really, really drunk, I hate women. No. This is
Yes,
God.
yes,
Tomorrow,
yes.
Hell. The Power Couch Nation. That's right. Hail.
Paul, you just missed our epic reading of the Pickle Stand Chronicles.
It was one of the best things ever. And my favorite thing is when Gal got her face ripped off by a Tyrannosaurus. I mean, in my mind.
Paul probably already read this, right?
Yes, I know.
Don't whisper.
Yeah. So,
Weird.
Shadow, if you don't mind, I might link the page to the description below so that people in chat can find it.
Go right ahead. Like, it's on the internet, so long as no one tries to do whatever you want with it. Make fan art, make animations, do whatever you want. My only request is that no one paywalls it. Do not put
Works
it
for
behind
me.
a paywall. That's like my one request. Without
Yeah, that
consulting
works
me, at
for me.
least. Yeah.
So yeah,
Like,
no,
you
we
can turn it into like some Twilight fanfic shit. As long as it's free, I'm okay.
Not Twilight.
yeah.
Please
And
God.
if y'all out there do anything with it, be sure to give credit where it's due to Shadow of Hawk. So all that good stuff.
Twilight fanfic. As Rexy walked into the light and started glimmering, Ryan realized
He stood enraptured at Her shining, gleaming scales.
And raptored. Well, I'm not going to miss out on a good dinosaur pun.
Oh man.
Oh, so but yeah, no, I'll do that. I will before the end of the night, I will link that in the description and all that. And we're definitely going to be spreading this around like herpes because it's worth it. Unlike herpes.
God.
So and Ryan's right. It's a good story. It's a good time. It was fun, and that was the main thing for me. It was fun. You know how rare that is these days, that something is just fun. You know, I don't have to think about anything else. And even though this does kind of tie into some socio-political crap that was happening at the time with the actual lore that you drew from there, it wasn't set out to be like a satire of all that. It just kind of turned into that. But you can read this without any of that shit in mind. You can read this and just picture what's happening on the page in your head and not necessarily connect it to anything IRL. And that's a good thing. You know, you can enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to like. That's what I was really going for with the pickle stand wars. Because the other two stories I've got on my coffee page, one is kind of very Conan inspired, which is going to get into like some monsters and some like death and stuff like that. So it's kind of it's not that bad, but it's still not like happy-go-lucky fun times. And then the other one is it's my Rorschach, for lack of a better way to phrase it. Just kind of like letting the real world political commentary kind of be told into a story. This is basically just my way of blowing off like the worst parts of the world and just having fun. It's stupid fun meme stuff mixed with like everyone's like my friends' personalities, like Ryan's personality, your personality, Gal's personalities, like how everyone interacts and like their own how they are, and then memes, and then what I understand about history, and then just random words I know turned into a soup of like a story. Just it's meant to just be mindless fun. Like how the hell do you have like potatoes and pickles in a world, and why are we still using swords and spears in a world where you have tanks and machine guns? Who the fuck cares? It's meant to be stupid.
Because it's
The fun is
no,
the fun is
no,
in the
not
absurdity.
stupid. Awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, Boosh, is it okay if I steal that? That is such a good fucking line.
Oh
My God, that's incredible. Yes, I want to see that in the book.
I'll need to drop the river part just because I feel like that might be a little bit too much on the nose. But the jar part.
It should absolutely. You should use it as is. I think.
All right.
Because didn't you already bring up the River of Weeb?
No, so that's something different. So when I was talking to Dermy, I messaged Dermy like, hey man, what do you want your like historical culture to be? Because like if you guys couldn't tell, like Anna's is kind of like Russia, Australia, because she is Russian but lived in Australia. I talked to Shaka Zulu and he's like, yeah, just use the Zulus, but blonde. Sam is kind of like a mix of like a little bit of like pagan stuff, a little bit of Cthulhu stuff mixed in. Paul is America, so superior firepower, like that, like all those random stuff. So Dermy wanted Japan, and I'm thinking, okay, Japanese culture, like I could just explain that as being somewhere, but I also know that Gal is a weeb. Okay, so how can I like fit that together? I know what like the culture that Dermy is not Japanese. He is inspired by Japanese culture and he's importing that from other places. And there was one major city where like he would do the trade with, kind of like Hong Kong. And so like the trade dispute of like you got the city of Weeb because you're a weeb, and the city was named for the river Weeb. And that connects to like the Japan of the setting, which is where you get all like the katanas and the kabuto helms and like the Japanese style arquebuses and stuff like that. That's where that all comes from. So just like random little shit.
Bunch of greasy dudes with comb
together.
rollers.
I would like real quick to highlight this. Bush says, where hasn't Anna lived? Apparently in the best country in the history of the world, the United States. So
She's been here though.
She's never lived here. She's been here.
Yep.
I've lived in Germany. Doesn't make me fucking German, Samuel.
No, I'm just saying. She's not
You meant-
American. It's fine. Even if she lived here, she would still not be American. Unless she, obviously became a naturalized citizen, which is a very long process.
Bush was making a joke because Anna's lived a lot of places. Anna's probably lived as many places that I've actually visited in my time in the military, which I was never a citizen of because,
What's funny is Anna is the second woman that I've met and interacted with and have done shows with on the internet who has lived in so many different countries and continents and is a bit of a polyglot. The other one being Amira.
the hell's a polyglot?
Speaks more than one language.
Oh, no. Well, Anna says she speaks 5. Amira says she speaks.
Amir speaks 5.
Amira speaks 5. Anna says she speaks. I think she said 5.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy impressive.
Yeah, and very well.
I speak English and stupid, so I got my bases covered.
I speak 2 languages, English and bad
God
English.
damn it, Bush! I'm not clicking on that one. I'm not touching it.
So, but yeah, no, it is interesting that she's the second woman that I've met online who I've done shows with, who has lived on multiple continents and speaks, at least 4 more languages than I do.
I mean, Gal speaks crayon.
I can read Japanese and Spanish. Speaking it is different. And you don't speak crayon, you just eat them. Get it
What's
right.
your favorite color? Mine's blue.
What do you
Mine
think
is
my
blue.
favorite color is?
Green.
Probably yellow because you suck.
What? You are such a child.
What?
You're right.
What does
I
that mean, white
am. Gal eats the yellow starburst because she sucks at life.
I'm glad you entertain yourself, if no one else.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know how to follow that up.
I just know that tomorrow on Engage is gonna be like fucking
Annihilation.
reckoning day for me. I'm just trying to take my pot shots while I have them.
You know that you started this. So
I didn't start shit.
Yes, you
What do you
did.
mean? What do you mean I started
you talk
this?
shit all the time. You started it.
Like you don't?
Oh, I give out what I take.
Well, then you take
You
a whole lot,
started it.
woman.
You started it.
No, don't steal my line. You started, dude. Don't steal my line.
Did I say
That's
dude?
That's
you
my
started
line.
it. That's all I said. That's all I said. You started
it's not.
it.
That's
I don't
not what
care.
it is.
I don't care. It's not like it's a phrase that no one else has ever heard of or used.
Yeah, you started it, dude.
You're retarded.
I'm massively retarded.
Well, like I said, folks, I did have some other topics. I don't know that we're gonna get.
Go ahead, Sam.
I think these two are just gonna like fucking snipe at each other.
No, it's not just me. The chat's doing it too.
I know.
We got fucking lieutenant is in the chat, and she's like, and I'm like, oh god, it's a girls' club tomorrow. I should just let
Suka, I'd say
Samuel.
more like
Two
siblings.
women. There are 5 dudes on that
What's
panel.
that, Shadow? What'd you say,
Oh,
Shadow?
Suka said it's like a bickering old married couple. I said it's more like siblings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's worse than a married couple.
It's
What's
true.
worse than a married couple?
Siblings.
Yeah.
Siblings?
in
Do
about
not
5
listen.
Married siblings.
in about 5 minutes, they're gonna sit there and say, "He's touching me."
Yeah. Well, that's I think in
I'm not
adult
touching
form
you.
that's
I'm not
has
touching
a
you.
very very different connotation.
No,
Sam, what are the other
it's still
topics?
just as annoying when an adult puts their finger like a millimeter from your nose and says, "I'm not touching you." It doesn't
I'm
matter
not
if they're a
touching
child
you.
or an
I'm
adult.
not
Yeah, I
That's
just
really
fight
annoying.
them.
I'm not
Yeah.
touching you.
What were you saying?
Same.
I was just asking, like, if we could, like, because you want to do the other topics. So while we're kind of like chill, let's try to get back on the rails.
Oh, you thought that was going to happen?
Who's doing so
I
much
mean, it doesn't hurt to
That's
try.
fine.
Kid, I've been trying for 20 minutes.
So let's
When this
try
show-
it before it becomes 21.
I mean,
When this show goes
thinks,
off the rails, it goes off the rails. Were you not? Did you
Yeah.
not listen to the bucket shitter moment that turned
Oh,
into a
sure.
30
a
minute?
week ago. What were your other topics, Sam?
Well, there was the shit from John Kirby talking about sacrificing our kids if we don't keep supporting Ukraine.
Oh, that
Oh,
fucker.
fuck him.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
should do.
that
You
I
have
gotta-
been highlighted. Would you like to read this one?
All right. From Anna's Gameland. Sam is the best. So is Tiff. So is Devil. But the stars should do. Thanks, Anna.
He's so
I'm
better.
still kind of in the like. All I can really say is thank you, because everything is still just like, holy shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be there for a while.
Well, Joker kind of beats him over the head with a bat every 5 seconds. So, so
There
the
is
kids-
that, yeah.
So the kid's kind of like going, wait, hold on, what the fuck?
See, that's why I like to be as I think I'm fairly even-handed with you, Shadow. Yeah, I'd make fun of him. But I'm also,
Yeah.
Genuine half the time.
I think that JV and Shadow are two sides of the same coin. So I think that's one reason that JV's probably harder on the kid. In my personal opinion.
Yeah.
This has not been confirmed nor denied, but I think JV kind of breaks his foot off in your ass all the time because but hey, you know what? You're doing good, man. You're doing good on the YouTube, and quite frankly, this whole entire this writing thing has gone massively viral. So hey, go nuts. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like I said, kid, we're not getting to the other topics.
What? I didn't do it. I blame
No,
fucking. I blame the women of the chat. All fucking two of them.
You're the
Oh,
biggest woman of all.
Oh, you thought I
never
meant
stop
you?
You
oh,
never
I was-
stop talking,
Yeah, that's what it is.
whining, and bitching. Try to say it's us.
I live for this.
I also have an
because-
article from
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Devil,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I also have an article from Germany talking about how their unprecedented cell process is going on after vaccination,
Oh boy.
as in
What happened?
mutations.
Oh, they're actually.
Uh, All that shit that we were talking about mRNA being a bad fucking idea, they're starting to see it in the laboratory.
I wonder
I'm
how
not
long the
surprised.
left's going to deny it.
Probably.
See, I'm
pretty-
curious. What's going to kill Germany first? That or the people all waving windmill flags?
Honestly, I don't think Germany's going to die, man.
Eh.
Not like that. I think when Germany goes out, it'll be because they're crushed under the military might of other nations. That's what's going to take them out.
I mean, if there's a German, if they're still Germans, it's looking.
Well, part of the problem with Germany is that they don't have a massive standing military due to their interactions with World War I, right? So they were taxed by other countries of you will pay this much money, accordingly until. And then, of course, World War II happened, and of course, Mr. Mustache Man took control of the fact that, they blamed you, so that you guys are being, your victims. We need to be a proud country again, stuff like that. It's these people's faults. We know the certain people. So in Germany, losing that one has been taxed again by the world. So Germany owed millions upon billions of dollars after World War I and II, being blamed for, frankly, both, even though they weren't just the only willing participants. That Germany has no acting military, and the United States said, hey, you know what? because of what has happened, we will support you. We will support your economy, and we will actively protect you as a rebuilding nation.
Yeah, and as a result of that,
70,000 years
by the
later, we're still doing
by
the same
the
thing.
yeah, but as a result of like helping them out, despite all the punitive measures, uh, by the late '90s, Germany's economy was starting to turn around, and then by the early 2000s, when they really got the ball rolling on that EU shit, got everybody under the thumb, it was Germany's economy that led the charge on that, and it was
It's
Germany's
true.
economy that suffered when they let Greece in, whose economy had, you know,
Okay.
bottomed out.
It's true. And yet the United States still pays for it.
Sure,
And we
sure.
still
I'm just
actively
saying that, like,
protect Germany.
Just like every other country out there.
all I'm
basically.
saying is that when I think of the destruction of Germany, historically speaking, regardless of what else is going on economically, it's almost the only time that they ever have anything real bad happen to them is when they pick fights with everybody else. It happened when before they were actually a unified nation, when the Romans fucking kicked their asses. It happened again in World War One. It happened again in World War Two. Like, this is a consistent theme with them.
It barely happened in World War II. I want to be very, very frank about that. Germany almost murked the fucking world. And had they not
Yeah.
taken a war on two fronts, had they took
No,
all of Europe.
it's not about the mistakes they made. The fact is at the end of that war, they got fucking their shit pushed in as a nation.
Well,
It
yes,
took the
and
combined
they
efforts of everybody rising up against them, but
and they
and
weren't
it
the
was a
only
near
ones
thing.
who
Well, there was also
participated.
sorry.
We didn't tax Japan the way that we did Germany. Germany was on the hook of, again, you did this, and quite frankly, we're gonna fucking push your shit in. And
Right,
and
but
and,
that
and so Japan, we dropped two atomic bombs on, and we're like, okay, we're gonna help you rebuild, but you're not financially on the hook. Germany was on the hook for everything. And as somebody who lived in Germany for 3 years, look, they had bad ideas in the first one. They got duped by horrendous ideas in the second one. And quite frankly, I don't think that the people of that country should have suffered due to the fallout after the fact. I don't.
oh
It's
shit.
it's
Hold up, Ryan.
well,
Boosh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
yeah, dude, that's horrible. Sorry, man.
That's
I'm sorry, dude.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to say about that, man. I just my condolences to yourself and your mom's friend, and apparently she had a daughter of her own as well. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's awful. Yeah. Sorry about the dead air, folks. That was not anticipated, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I guess back to what Ryan was saying. Look, man, I wasn't talking about
People.
I'm talking about the Germans as a people, not about all of the various factors that led to the downfall of the Nazi regime or anything like that. It's just Germans as a people historically. The way that country goes out is they're going to get crushed because they picked a fight. That's how it's going to happen.
They get caught
It's
holding
simple
the
as.
bag. They get caught holding
as simple
the bag.
as that's all the factors that I'm talking about is like at some point, yes, like all nations, Germany will die. All nations do eventually, but when they go, it's going to be because they picked a fight with somebody.
No, I don't disagree. So, Mr. Shadu, do you need to bounce?
Yeah, my brother needs some help with like a school thing. So, yeah. I'm just gonna head out. Again, thanks everyone.
Plug your shit.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, sorry, I feel real bad for Boosh in that situation right now. yeah, just hope everyone's got a good night. Boosh, thoughts and prayers for you and your community. And yeah, thanks for having me on, Sam. See you guys.
Are you
See ya.
gonna plug your
Bye.
stuff? You can. He's not. Okay. He's got a
Humble
channel of his
Raptor.
own. I will add it to the description below. It's well, I'm blah, 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 blah. Let's see if I can talk without tripping over my fucking tongue. Umbral Raptor is his Twitter handle. Oh, he's back. He's back. Are you back?
I forgot plugging stuff was a thing.
Yeah, go
Hey,
nuts.
Aw.
you're just used to Amira. Amira doesn't allow it on her channel, but we do.
Yeah. Yeah. So Monday night you can catch me over on Legion Talk for Game of Thrones, or Monday night's Game of Thrones, season 6, episode 7. Then Tuesday night I will be doing a live stream with a bunch of my IRL friends, doing some guys talks, which is the name of the stream, just a couple Zoomers talking about stuff. Then Friday night you can catch me on Legion Talk for Friday Night Royal Rumble. No clue what the topic will be. And then before the Monday night and Friday night shows, I will be doing my own little gaming streams, just kind of as like a pre-show party. For Monday night, that'll be Mountain Blade with the Game of Thrones mod, and then Friday that'll be my playthrough of Fallout 1. Loving it so far.
Awesome.
And then yeah, check me out on
Really
Twitter, check me out on Coffee, and yeah, again, thanks for having me on, guys, and Sam,
And
thanks for letting me
real quick,
correct my mistake.
Shadu, before you go, hold on. Anna says, thank you once again, Shadow of Fog. That's right. Seriously, buddy. You killed it. You really did. Yeah, no, top notch, man. I don't think many of us are going to be able to stop talking about this for probably weeks until there's another chapter. So
No, it's good content. We got to
yeah,
put it out
it's
there.
incredible fucking content, and it
No
is so much-
pressure.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Absolutely.
I don't. I don't think the kid's gonna. He knows it's for fun, and quite frankly, it's not like we're all gonna be like going, when you bring it out, when you bring it out. It's not like Ahsoka like going, oh, I can't wait to bash on this. No, this one is legit good. So I think most of us are gonna get yeah. So good job, kid.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Yep, thanks for
Ryan.
coming on.
Nice day, dude.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks everyone again. Have a good one.
Shadu. That's right. Shadu was here.
Yeah. I think this is actually probably a pretty good time to wrap it up because, like I said, I don't think we're going to get too much past the story there. Some of the stuff I can save for next week. Some of it won't be relevant for then. And then there's one thing I have on here from like 20 years ago that I just thought was fucking funny, but that can wait too. So
If it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I was like,
Another
yeah, it's like one more week's not gonna hurt anything. You know?
It could.
Nah, it's a compilation of the guy who was running for Prime Minister of Australia at the time. A bunch of people kept trying to use food items as fake microphones at press conferences to fuck with him. It's just a compilation of those. You know what? Fuck it. We can just show it now.
Hysterical.
It's pretty funny. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
No.
All right, let me bring it up to full.
I would just like to say for the record, Clifton and Boosh, traitors.
We're so whiny.
Oh, I'm so sorry that your Marines didn't kill as many back Taco Nation as that my Rexes did.
You really
Suka,
are
no,
bitter.
not the chainsaw guy. That's in South America.
Boosh, it's
all
a
right,
joke.
here's
It's a joke.
What would I do?
here we go.
He knows what he did. He's Boosh.
Here we go.
A loaf of bread.
It's just these three things, but it was the loaf of bread one is probably my favorite because he dips it in his coffee.
Yeah.
So, and then is it just a drumstick?
Yep.
No, that's a cob of corn.
Not
No,
the
the
first
last
one, you
one's the
dummy.
drumstick. Yeah, the last
Oh,
one's
was
a
it?
chicken.
Yeah, the
meat.
last one was a drumstick. Yeah.
Now, why were
No,
they doing
it's
that?
just-
Because he's a little hefty, or
Well,
was it?
I apologize
inside
because
joke?
I've watched Gal's content and she eats corn the long way. So I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't think there was a good reason for that. They were just fucking Australians pranking the guy.
Well, I don't know a good reason for Gal eating corn the long way other than
You're really bad at staying on topic.
I'm actually pretty good at it. But when I choose not to, I don't.
I make your brain go crazy
Certain people derail me, like you
because I sat here and said nothing.
and Samuel and Devil and you and Samuel and then
On
you.
on that note,
I'm just
sorry,
gonna
Sam.
keep going. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He brought you on the show, dude. I was here first.
What
It's
does
my
that have to do?
I
Why-
don't know.
You picking on Gal so much? It's like when the kid likes a kid when they're freaking kids and they
Well, he's the
either
Run up and pull their
punch
hair.
them and chase them around and stuff. It's
Kinda.
I want to. Why do I think that's why he has the green screen? Because if he turns that off, there's like a freaking
Freaking
green haired doll
like a shrine.
yeah, on the wall.
Absolutely. Look at the green-haired fucking doll, Devil. What's wrong?
It's in the other
What-
room. You moved it.
It's on the other side of the camera.
Shut the fuck up. Actually,
There's a little bit of movie magic.
It's not movie magic.
Green screen.
You're obsessed with me. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's
We get
what
it.
it
It makes
is.
sense.
What can I say? I
All right,
want
let's go
Jesus.
around the horn, and we'll start with Devil. What do you got coming up, sir?
Skinamax later, and then engage
Oh,
tomorrow, and then I
God.
get the rest of the day off. So because I don't have a get ranked, I was too busy
No,
with work.
Bad lieutenant.
And it's ladies' night on Horny House game night, so I don't have that either. So just
Ew.
engage tomorrow.
Nice.
Yep.
So
We don't have to hurry.
It's going to be the lowest rated episode ever for women gaming.
Yeah. Green hair. What do you got coming up?
Like Devil said, have Skinamax Saturday coming up here in an hour and some change. And then I have Star Trek Engage with the jerk above me, as well as the other two
As well as the other two jerks.
that are not jerks.
Oh, we are.
Well, not to
all
me.
of a sudden.
Shut up, Ryan. Anyway, and then, like Devil said, is Horny's Harem tomorrow night for our gaming stuff. We're going to play party animals with a bunch of women, and it's going to be a lot of screaming. So
And
don't
Al.
wear headphones unless you can avoid it. Or if you can
Yes,
avoid it.
because women are some of the most mean people on the internet.
You're
and
the one that
Zilla says-
bullies me.
And Zilla says, geez, your lieutenant can't smile. No, Anna smiles. Gal doesn't smile. She's not my lieutenant.
No, you brought. You know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
No, explain.
That's me.
Nope.
Explain.
Weekend.
It's fine. Moving on.
I'm gonna get freaking Paul to do a song that we're gonna play every time Ryan comes on screen. That's like the lady in green.
Is dancing with me.
Does
The cheeks.
Cheek to cheek.
it end with me shitting in a bucket? Because I don't understand.
It could.
It's funny.
We could do that.
Why do you
After
do
she
these
knees
things
you in the
to
balls, you
Oh.
sit in the bucket.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Anna says, watch Ryan get wrecked tomorrow on Star Trek Engage.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Speaking of
What-
Being honest.
speaking of Ryan, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Apparently, I'm gonna get wrecked on Star Trek Engage tomorrow. Because the ladies hate me. I don't understand why. I'm such a delightful person. It just doesn't make sense. So later on, Skinamax Saturday. I'm gonna try to be on, but there's some holiday things happening, so I'll try to sneak by. If not, follow me, on Legion Talk, Legion Games, Legion Teaches History. I was also on the panel earlier for Jed, the Hollywood Scholar. We did the 60th anniversary finale of Doctor Who. Of course, a certain person edged out of that, a certain person.
Yeah, why do the women hate him?
I don't know. I was on the fucking panel. She wasn't. Shut up, gal. God. Quite frankly, y'all know where I am, and quite frankly, the women are the best part. So I'm gonna shut the hell up.
Smart man.
Yep.
Fuck you.
All right. It brings it around to me. I'm
And
Sammy
Anna
the
too.
Infamous. We could just keep going over here with that. That's fine.
Dude, you started. You brought the ladies on the fucking panel. What did you do? You brought women on this panel and you fucking killed it. I mean, this was great. I loved it so much.
Ryan.
Sorry. I'm gonna let. I made a joke times 10, and Sam would go ahead.
As I was saying, I'm Samuel the Infamous. We do live streams throughout the weekend. Abyssal Musings on Friday nights, this here show on Saturdays, Star Trek Engage on Sundays. And tomorrow we are, as has been previously mentioned, having Gal on as our Wesley. So that should be interesting. You can also occasionally find me on other channels such as the Renaissance Nerd, Dermy Wormy, and most especially Legion Talk when I can make the time. It's been weird lately. Work has been crazy. So all three of those shows kind of air earlier than I usually stream during the week, which is it's made things challenging for trying to get on them. But you can also find me over on Exiled Linus 2, where I will be in the chat moderating, or sometimes even on the panel when she pulls me up from the backstage, whether I'm ready for it or not. So there's that. Anybody got anything else?
Hold on. So you're giving me shit when you get abused by a fucking fucking Middle Eastern woman.
Dude,
I'm kidding.
Arabs are mean.
Yeah, I know they are. I'm kidding.
You're not. You're really a jerk. It's rude.
Did he
Right,
put
well-
the stem in my cucumber? No. No, he did not. That Dermy had nothing to do with that.
Fuck you. Eat a fucking giant
That wasn't
mac
even
and cheese.
directed towards you. It was Dermy.
So Gal's never gonna appear again.
It's not really up to Ryan.
Sam loves me.
I love all three of you. That's why you're here. No
I
homo.
wasn't saying you didn't love them.
Oh. Yes, Boosh. Can I have a hug, buddy? Behind the scenes. It's okay. It's not gay.
Okay, we're gonna
It's a
shut
roll
up.
of quarters in my pocket.
Thank you all for coming. Appreciate each of you being here, sitting through my dramatic rendition of Shadow Story and all that. If you missed it at the beginning, go back, watch it. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of good blast there. So I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for coming. It's been great. Have a great night. And remember, it could always be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras.
Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.